Once upon a time, in a land of rolling hills and golden fields, there lived a young shepherd boy named David. David was small, but his heart was mighty. While his older brothers fought in King Saul's army, David spent his days tending sheep, singing songs to the Lord, and watching over the land. One day, a great war broke out. The mighty Philistine army stood on one side of the valley, and the frightened Israelites on the other. But the Philistines had a champion, a giant named Goliath, taller than any man, covered in heavy armor, and stronger than a wild ox. Every morning, Goliath roared across the valley, "Send out your best warrior to fight me. If he wins, we will be your servants. But if I win, you will serve us forever." But no one dared to face him. The Israelites trembled in fear. Now it happened that David was sent to the battlefield to bring food to his brothers. When he arrived, he saw the fear in the soldiers' eyes and heard the giant's challenge. David's heart burned with courage. "Why does no one fight him?" he asked. "Do you not know that God is greater than any giant?" The soldiers laughed. "You are just a boy. What can you do?" But David did not listen. He went to King Saul and said, "I will fight him. The Lord has saved me from lions and bears. He will save me now." The king hesitated but finally agreed. He placed heavy armor on David, but it was too big, too heavy. David shook his head. "I do not need armor. I have God on my side." So with only a sling and 5 smooth stones, David stepped onto the battlefield. Goliath threw back his head and laughed. "A child? They sent a child to fight me?" But David stood firm. "You come with a sword and spear," he called, "but I come in the name of the Lord Almighty." Then he reached into his pouch, took a stone, placed it in his sling, and swung it round and round. With a mighty snap, whoosh! The stone flew through the air and struck the giant square in the forehead. Silence. Then the Israelite army erupted in cheers. The mighty giant was defeated, not by strength, not by armor, but by faith. And so, dear listener, remember this. Sometimes the biggest battles are not won with swords or shields, but with courage, faith, and a heart that trusts in God. For no giant is too big when the Lord fights by your side.